When I first started on YouTube, I thought I could just talk about some of the things that I know about and play a little bit of guitar, and subscribers would flood in and I could start making some money, and this would just be my job magically. But in every aspect, there is better creators out there. There's people with better production values, better communication, more skill on their instrument or whatever they're doing, and more consistent. And a lot of them have a way bigger head start than I did. So I would watch these YouTube gurus that tell me to get viewers to stay and to get them to come back, I needed to provide value. And now I'll go into the first of a few tangents that I have in this video. I think I've talked about it before, but I just can't get over. I feel bad for these creators that are stuck making YouTube tutorials for a living. And to be fair, I learned a lot about lighting and editing and all of that stuff from these guys, but after 10 videos, you've pretty much covered everything that you need to know about making YouTube videos. So where do you go from there? They just end up making the same videos over and over again. They'll always eventually, they'll make a video that's how to blow up on YouTube, and it'll get 20,000 views. Well, 20,000 views isn't much to scoff at. That's about how much I have in all of my videos combined. Almost 200 videos, I've got about 20,000 views. But in the large scope of things, 20,000 isn't very much. And maybe you ought to blow up on YouTube before you make a video showing other people how to blow up on YouTube. But the major point is that couldn't have been the dream when you started a YouTube channel. It's just to be stuck making videos about how to make YouTube videos. And that's the major problem with a lot of kids these days want to be influencers or content creators, and they have no well to draw their content from. Nobody has any skill or knowledge or life experience to talk about. I mean, if you're a musician, you know, you start a channel and you can put up some of your playing, or you could teach people how to play either technique or theory, or you could teach songs, or you could just be like that badass drummer guy and just do neat stuff. You can just be the best there is. If you're a science communicator, those people all have awesome channels teaching different aspects of science and history and biology and all of those kind of things. But if you have no life experience and you're just a pretty face, you're just going to be stuck doing thrift shop hauls and clothing try-ons. And it just makes no sense to me. But back to the original subject, I was stumped when I thought about what value I could provide. I mean, I'm a pretty darn good guitar player. Nowhere near some of the level of some of these Instagram guitar players out there, but I'm kind of entertaining on stage. I move around and I jump around. So my live videos on my other channel, Oddbender, I put up all of my live videos and my acoustic covers and things like that. I'm a decent singer. I'm pretty skilled at songwriting. I've got great taste in music. I've got a diverse knowledge in a lot of different subjects. A lot of useless facts and trivia in my head. And with training and experience, I've got a lot of wisdom behind all of that knowledge. I understand psychology, and I intuitively know how things work and how things are connected through history and politics and pop culture and all of that. But those things create value in getting a job, or in being of value in a band or joining a band. But value is different on YouTube, where the only goal is to keep you from clicking away. And I don't have a budget to blow things up or to give away thousands of dollars like Mr. Beast does. Every time I make a video, I think all of this information is readily available out there. Why do you need me? I'm just repackaging things that I learned on Wikipedia or from other YouTube videos. But that's why, one of the two reasons why I haven't put up any lesson videos yet is, one, because all that information is out there. If you want to learn how to do something, there's just endless supply of information out there. I learned all this stuff in the 80s and the 90s when I had to search out magazines and books and other people to show me things. Now everything is at the click of a button. So I don't really feel sorry for anybody that can't figure it out for themselves. Which brings me to my second reason why I haven't really put up any lesson videos or teach anything like that, is because I don't really care to help other people. I know that sounds cold, but I'm selfish. And how am I a special snowflake if everybody else is out there doing the things that I know how to do? If you go to Nashville, your accountant is going to be a guitar player. Your mechanic is going to be a guitar player. You could throw a rock and hit a musician in that city. If you go to LA, every server and secretary and barista is trying to be an actress or a model. And TikTok is littered with those people now. And they have nothing to provide but their ego and their main character syndrome. It's like, I'm an Instagram model and I have 100,000 followers because I show my tits and I shake my ass. And don't even get me started on OnlyFans. That is a scam and a half. The Cash Me Outside girl made $1 million in one day, but 90%, I think it was 90 or 95% of the people on OnlyFans will not make more than $100 a month. I think it was like 40% will never make anything. For all your nefarious activities and your cooch to be out there on the internet forever. Anyway, back to the original conversation. My relationship with people is complicated. My normal line is, I hate people, but that's not really true. As a mildly empathic person, when I'm in a large group of people, I literally can hear all of their chaotic thoughts in my head at once. And it's a lot of emotional labor. That's why I like performing on stage, because it's organized and it's under control in that type of group of people. But I can connect with individuals. I like individual people. I have deep conversations with people that I connect with. But I abhor small talk. And if you're one of those people that just talks to hear themselves talk, I will suffer you uncomfortable silences like you won't believe, because I just can't stand it. And then on the other side of that coin, I care about society as a whole and as a concept. And I favor humanity moving forward in a way that benefits all of us. But people are still cavemen. They're dirty and gross and self-serving, and in certain aspects, evil. If you study group dynamics or chaos theory, you will find that groups of people are dumb that serve the lowest common denominator. You can't predict what an individual person will do moment to moment or over a span of time. But the larger a group of people gets, the easier it is to actually predict the way that group of people will act. And it's fascinating to me how that works. That's all chaos theory. The last tangent of this video is another thing that they teach you in those guru YouTube tutorial videos is always put a call to action in your videos. Always send your viewers somewhere. Watch this now. Subscribe, like, share, comment. And I always thought that was silly. It's like, are people really that ignorant? And Dunning-Kruger says, yes, they are. That's why it works to pander to people. We're all just doom-scrolling monkeys out here with brains of mush, and we need to be led down paths. We need to be told what to do. I occasionally will post a YouTube video on Facebook, and I have to turn off comments because people will comment on Facebook about my YouTube video, and they'll like the post on Facebook about my YouTube video. And I can't expect people to understand how platforms work, but that engagement helps me zero if it's not done on YouTube. And that's kind of my point. People just don't know how things work that they use every single day. It's just crazy. So, like most advice that you get from people, those YouTube tutorial guru people, you have to take it with a grain of salt. I try to make videos that are packed with information and history, and the ones that people watch, the ones with the most views, are when I'm talking about something personal or getting into some psychology or first world problems or what have you. So I'm not going to worry about providing value anymore. I'm just going to talk about the things that I want to talk about and the things that I know about. And if you want to go on that journey with me, you're more than welcome. Please subscribe and do all the things, because I would like to eventually make this part of my job. And if I could get a little income coming from this, I could actually do some traveling, which I'm going to try to get my music situation up to a point where I can start doing some traveling, and I will cover all of that on my YouTube, on this channel, and my other one that's dedicated to music. So I'm glad you're here. If you made it this far, please subscribe. Like I said, get me to 100. First is 100. You can't monetize until you get to 2,000 or something. I think 1,000 subscribers, 4,000 watch hours. So let's just get me to 100, and then we'll take it in baby steps. Thanks for being here. Love you.